All right, biggest concern going into the 2022 regular season for the Detroit Lions, even though it does like roll into 2023 with the extra game. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions. So our playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notification, future change, get notification. We go live and drop the video. Um, and for the most part, you just sitting here and you just we just talking about the biggest concern every year for the Lions is the Fords owning them. That's just the actual fact. That's the biggest. That's going to continue to be the biggest issue is the ownership. In the last few GMs they had, Matt Millen, Martin Mayhew, Bob Quinn, Brad Holmes, are continue to be entry level guys who never done the job before. So think about that before. They continue to be entry level guys who's never done the job before. You know why they continue to get entry level guys that's never done the job before? Because it's cheaper. You go out there and you get somebody that's done it before, who's won a championship, who's almost won a championship. Go out there and let's just say, I know he retired, but per se, you go out there and you get a Bill Polian, who built the Bills, who was the only team to go to four straight Super Bowls and lose all four. Built the Indianapolis Colts that won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. Um, so so they don't want to go out there. I remember Bill Parcells back in the day. Some people remember this. He offered to take the job from Matt Millen and show Matt Millen the ropes on how to be a GM. Mr. Ford told him no because he didn't want to pay Bill Parcells. So they continue to go out there and get guys who's never been a GM before, never done it. So if you're talking about the root of the problem with the Lions, you're always talking about why they don't win. It's the ownership. It's shit like that. They get all these job searches, and all the job searches ironically keep landing them back. They keep landing them back. They keep landing them back to first year GMs. Let that marinate on your mind like neck bone juice. They keep landing these dudes back to first year GMs just because that's what they want to pick. They want to be cheap. They don't want to spend money. And like I said, why would they want to spend money? When they every year y'all come back like crackheads on the corner. Every year, if a dog know you're gonna feed him every day at 5 o'clock on the corner, every day at 5 o'clock, he gonna come back. After you feed him for a week, every day he gonna come back begging. You feed cats some milk in the neighborhood, they gonna come back. It's gonna be come back with a friend, come back with 3, come back with 20, come back with 40 cats, looking to be fed as well too. And it's no different. The Lions will forever continue to finesse their casual fans because they don't know what's going on. And it's just simple as looking at, you know, it's as simple as looking at they fire Matt Millen after the 116 season. They promote Martin Mayhew and Tom Lewine. Matt Millen just did it a couple years ago. He was having a heart transplant. He did an interview with Peter King, and he told Peter King that I wasn't just the guy that was making those decisions. He said I wanted DeMarcus Ware. Mayhew was telling me to take Charles Rogers per se. He didn't say by name, but we know who he was talking about. And he said that they had just the biggest hand in what was going on with the Lions than he did. And obviously, Martin Mayhew showed that he was just as stupid. I don't know how he got a job with the football. Well, he got a job with the football team. That says it all right then and there. And they had more success, but since Dan Snyder took over, they've been pretty much putrid. But at the same time, the biggest issue is going to continue to be, it's going to continue to be that. And you notice it's genetic, right? You notice it's genetic, right? They continue to do the same thing over and over again. When remember they had Gary Motor and he took that team to an 8-8 and they fired Gary Motor. You know what I'm saying? Used to coach at Michigan, I believe. Jim Caldwell was doing a terrific job in Detroit and they fired him. So if you want to talk about the biggest, it's always going to be until they win, which that's going to be a cold day in hell. All right. The devil tail going to be frozen in. If they win, it's probably gonna be the Ford's gonna be gone and somebody's gonna take over. They're gonna sell the team. They can never get it right. I just told you they promoted somebody within when they went on 16. So she's no different. She went out there and done what her mother done, what her father done. Hire a guy who's never done the job, and that maybe she strike lightning in the bottom. But what Brad Holmes is attempting to do with the Lions is a true miracle. That's build a successful team without spending real money, without overpaying free agents to come to Detroit. And I understand why not. You overpay people to come to Detroit and they stop trying. So I do get that. They got lucky with they got lucky with I don't remember I got about to say. But they got, they're gonna have to get lucky with a lot of different, I forgot I was gonna say different things, but if you're talking about on the field, I mean there's a number of concerns. One of the biggest concerns for me is the linebacker core, but there's no bigger concern than this sorry piece of shit here. Yeah, I said it. Nothing personal, but you just sorry. You sorry. I'm sorry. No more big concern than him. The linebacker core, they really counting on Derek Barnes and Malcolm Rodriguez from Oklahoma State. What was he, a sixth, fifth round pick? Whatever the hell he was to pitch Alex Anzalone, and my concern there. Yeah. Because Anzalone played well once Collins was gone, but, you know, Julian Okora, I don't know. I don't think much of the linebacker core. 4 linebackers, 3 linebackers, 2 linebackers. I don't think much of them, but they say they like their linebackers. I don't agree. I don't agree. But, I think also team speed, to speed defensively in the front seven is because I think speed overall is a concern. I don't think they're the fastest team out there, but especially in the front seven, they don't really have no real speed there. So, I don't think it's nobody that's a 4-5 guy up front and they linebacker core or in they front and they 4 down and 3 down lineman, which you don't expect that to be in a 3 down lineman. But like I said, for me on the field it's Jared Goff and it's the linebacker core. This is the biggest concern there. And then this defensive front, I think you should say team speed overall. It's not the fastest team, not the fastest at tight end. You don't have the fastest back. You have a good back in DeAndre Swift, but he ain't by far ain't the fastest back out in the league. I mean, you don't have a fast receiving core. Josh Reynolds, he's solid. Jameson Williams, he's gonna be fast. He's your explosion. So this year you come in, it's DeAndre Swift, which you can't really depend on him. You can depend on the telephone man that was working on a new edition line when they were singing Mr. Telephone. Or you could depend on. So really, your athleticism once again boils down to DeAndre Swift, to DJ Shark, who coming off an injury, and Jameson Williams, who's coming off an ACL injury. That's your athleticism offensively, and Penisa Will at the offensive line. That's about it. That's your athleticism. So my thing is Jared Goff, the linebacker core, and this team speed, explosiveness. They still got a long way to go in all 3 departments. And I'm not gonna continue to harp on Jared Goff. I said what I said about Jared Goff. People tend to depend Jared Goff. I thought it was a Stafford thing, and I apologize to Matthew Stafford and his wife. It's the fan base is just dumb. They just dumb. They gonna defend Jared Goff, and anybody that's seen what he need to see last year, he trash. And he's starting to break down too. He got injured last year in LA. Remember he played with the one hand, well, kind of, with the finger issue. Then he had an oblique issue here. But like I said before, go ahead. They're gonna write on Bryce Young, and I'm willing to be a betting man. I'm willing to be a betting man. One or maybe 3 or 4 things gonna happen. One, they're gonna be just outside of the quarterback green zone. Whatever, if it's 3 quarterbacks, 4 quarterbacks, 2 quarterbacks, 1 quarterback, they're gonna fall possibly short. You didn't get any capital from this draft and transferred to next year's draft. So you got a first round pick, which with them Alex Robinson and them adding Bobby Wagner, that's probably gonna be another 30-second technical second round. If you want to get technical, the 5th year option makes it. I don't really care about that. It's really a second round pick. So if you're gonna be honest, Either they're gonna miss out on the quarterback and they're gonna give up a lot. They're gonna miss out on the quarterback green. And then you can say, well, the quarterbacks, some quarterback can get injured or they stock gonna drop right after the draft. I mean, right from last season, and it's gonna be kind of like it was this year. A lot of people say, well, Bryce Young, he didn't have a great year last year. He won the Heisman by default. Like I said, I had several friends from Alabama call me and say he ain't really that good. And if it wasn't for Auburn not, standing bounds, letting the clock run, he wouldn't have been the Heisman. And CJ Stroud, classic dumb Ohio State one read quarterback. I mean, Jaden Daniels from LSU. I mean, I don't know. Somebody might come out and really bust free. Like I said, I don't really follow college football, but I follow them three guys and them couple guys. I ain't impressed, but like I said before, if they come out of next year's draft and they don't have it's not at this point. It's not Malik Willis. It's not a guy. It's not a Josh Rosen situation. You got to come out with the guy next year. And they don't come out with the guy next year, so be it. But Jared Goff, the team's biggest concern on the field. The linebacker, of course, the second biggest issue in team speed overall. Overall, the biggest issue with the Lions is always going to be the fours until they get it right, which that's a miracle, or they croak or they sell the team, whatever it may be. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notification. We go live, drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. You reach me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have business question, inquiry, response, video question, chop it up. All the links there. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all in my description. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Check out Detroit Lions Talk Playlist for more videos like this. Peace.